Hello and welcome to the Planet Coasterbot competition. I'm joined by Zoe.
Hello.
Joel.
Hello.
Cal.
Hello.
It gets higher.
Yep.
Hello. Hello.
So we ran a competition last week, I think it was, for people to make their own individual theme park areas for us to judge. So we were looking for at least one roller coaster and 2 other attractions. We were looking for fully fledged themed areas, no DLCs, no Steam Workshop items. You know, everything had to be organic and done yourself. And we've had over 40 entries, and now we're going to look at some of the best ones. Vote on which we think is the best order. Here we go.
First park.
You know, from initial perspectives, we have a nice wooden coaster here. I like that.
That's custom supported. They've done all the
the
lateral They've done all the lateral bracing. That's all custom. So that's a lot of effort.
The detail that they went into with this park is really impressive. The turnaround there as well is
the design of this GCI is very GCI.
Yeah.
Like for a no, you know what I mean though.
Yeah,
it's very well done.
It's really realistic to real life.
Oh yes, rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little like woodlands rapids ride here.
I'm a real sucker for that like foresty, like alpine style theming. I love that. I love that stuff.
And then the final ride we have is whatever you call this thing. What is this? Like satanic?
I don't actually know what it's called. Oh wow.
I think as a whole area, this is very neat. This is exactly what I envisioned when I said, or when we said that we wanted people to make specific areas.
Yeah.
You know, it's self-contained, self-complete.
That queue is great. I love how it's raised over. It's like a bog and it's like raised over it.
Yeah.
It's
very
nice.
Good.
It's really nice.
Here we go.
Wow,
Right,
the sunset and everything.
Well.
It's so weird when no one's screaming.
Pretty smooth. For,
it does. They've really nailed the GCI shaping there.
Yeah.
It's profiled very well.
Yeah. There's a really good flow to the layout as well.
All right, let's move on to the next one. So
I already like
a bit more of a kind of rocky version of the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Another wooden coaster.
Yeah,
There
but
is
with
a wooden coaster, yeah.
What's this?
It's a Mac launch, I think.
A Mac launch.
Yeah,
yeah.
the Copperhead.
It's used the Copperhead Strike one because
that's the non-DLC one.
Yeah, the normal Mac launch is DLC, so a lot of people have used the Mac launch, the Copperhead Strike Mac launch. What's really impressive with this build is that all of the rocks are hand placed.
Oh god.
So every single rock is hand placed in this one.
All right, let's have a look at the other rides. So we have this Gerslau Skyfly. I think it's a very, very perfect addition for a place like this.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
And you've got the ride support is all submerged in
Yeah,
rocks
it
as well.
all interacts with the rocks there. It's
Yeah.
very nicely sort of placed in there. But again,
Very cool.
it looks like a themed area that was all built up as a themed area, like
Definitely.
Klugheim or something, rather than where rides were individually built one at a time.
Whoa, what's this? This is the wooden coaster.
Surprise!
Oh,
What?
so this is, I'm guessing,
It's kind of like one of those new GCIs.
Yeah.
is that what it is?
It feels very similar to it. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
I love that start.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
little fountain. Didn't even notice that.
Absolutely few minute stops.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic. There's no drive tires stopping it. Disgusting.
I don't think we can take away points for that.
No,
but
of course. That is
that's
surprisingly
a really
smooth.
cool start.
That's a good inversion as well.
That is a really good inversion.
The rocks look so cool as well.
Yeah. Is this
I like how it follows the
Copperhead
terrain
Strike
there.
Loop. Copperhead Strike Loop right
yeah,
there.
perfectly circular.
Big round loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's a fast-paced ride.
Wow.
Yeah, some really nice interaction with the rocks on this one. Nice
Definitely.
little bridge.
It does clip with the rocks a bit there, the track, I noticed.
Tiny
I think
bit, yeah.
I think they're trying to go for more of a two-tie aesthetic rather than a proper three.
So, yeah, but some of the actual rails were clipping into the
Oh,
rocks,
really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Perfect, right at the top of the lift hill.
Yeah.
That's good timing.
Is this Great Bear?
This
Yeah,
is Great
the
Bear.
wooden coaster. Here we go.
It's a very GCI drop.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I'm coming up to it now.
Uh.
It's pretty smooth for an
Yeah, it's
inversion.
smooth.
Oh my god.
in terms of smoothness and layout, this is very realistic.
In terms of choosing a layout that meets the kind of criteria for that specific ride, it's definitely on point. Right, now we're on to Salva Obscura.
So this is like a Spanish-themed,
Okay.
little, not like a port, but more of just a lakeside.
Yeah, the first one to feature a lake.
Yeah.
So we've got quite the dominant ride here is obviously this hyper. And then we've got kind of like a smaller. It kind of looks like as you said, more of like a seaside town.
Yeah.
Looks like Towers Main Street.
In terms of what the bright colours.
Yeah, with the bright colours. I quite like the placement of this statue because like the two open hands are kind of pointing to each queue line.
Yeah.
It's
oh,
a
which
choice.
one do you want to go to?
Rides.
I like that.
That's good.
I'm not sure how intentional that was, but
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of thought and realism in this.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, they know what they're on about. So
there's loads of little things placed along the lift hill there, like little lights.
Little lights, yeah.
We'll have to change it to nighttime.
I think this one is quite good at nighttime, if I do remember properly.
I would say one criticism with this coaster is the drop is quite steep for a B&M hyper.
Very steep for a B&M hyper.
Yeah.
Little speed hill there, followed by a smaller bunny hill.
It looks like it takes some of those hills quite fast.
Quite
as
quick,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. I think if this was a real B&M, it would be full of trim brakes because it takes some of those drops very fast.
Here we go.
Italy, is that all it's called?
Planet Coaster Bot Italy.
Okay.
So, if I am correct, there is a little story with this one.
Oh.
The area is themed to a small town in Italy. Two well-known people live here. Leonardo da Vinci and Ettore Majorana. The B&M flying coaster is called Da Vinci's Flying Machine. Leonardo and Ettore work together on the flying machine, and the guests are the test riders.
Ah, it's got a storyline. Okay.
Again, we've got some use of water here.
Yeah.
And here. I like that. I like a bit of water. Here's the family boomerang, which kind of just goes through the side of the park, up the top spike.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very
It kind of like
nice.
wraps around the little villagey type area.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a real like sense of it being a village where these people lived.
In areas, it literally just feels like a little village,
Yeah.
and there's just rides. It's really well done. Yeah, I like that. Oh,
I think
you
you
ski
can
ball.
make them like I think they're just custom pieces.
That
He
is
made these.
great.
That hurts my brain.
That is mad. Here we go.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Whoa.
Did I just pause it? Oh no.
What is all this?
The clocks. Why is it
Yeah.
like... Is this a theme? Because
It's
it's going
evolution.
back very slowly.
So this is essentially supposed to be like a time machine to undo mistakes while building the flying machine, I believe.
Ah.
What's all these explosions
Yeah.
going on?
Huh.
Whoa.
Nice spike.
That's spooky.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a little sparks at the top as well.
Yeah.
When it comes through the station,
Yeah.
It's gonna hit the
Fire.
ceiling though, isn't it?
fire effects.
Yeah.
Fire.
Char grill the
It's
station.
gonna go on the ceiling.
So I saw there was a mid-course on this, so quite a long flying coaster.
Okay,
Whoa.
Really steep drop
big
on
drop.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another one which is going to be good at night because
I just saw
I've
the
just seen the
lights, yeah.
lights on the back. Yeah, I've seen a photo of it at night as well. So.
Ooh.
Good
I
element
like
there.
that. That is a good element.
It's like flying dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's what I love about flying coasters. You can do all these
Oh,
crazy like flips onto your back. And
Yeah.
Yeah, twisted.
That's
this one.
probably. Oh my god,
I feel like
Back
it's a
we
bit
go.
too much now.
that's
I
quite
think-
intense.
I think
Yeah.
this one
Quite
has
intense
7
flying coaster.
inversions, which,
Wow.
if
Jeez.
I'm right, would make it the flying coaster with the most inversions.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's this
Right,
called?
this is Honey Den Hamlet.
What I really like about this park is, or this area even, is that like it feels really stand out and different whilst feeling still very realistic.
Entrance
nice.
to...
So this is the wooden coaster, I believe.
Ah.
Which is-
Like a
it's
mini GCI.
mini
There is a
GCI,
little
yeah.
lore with this one. It's made by fairies who stole
Sure.
the logs that are being used on the log flume and made a wooden coaster with it.
Interesting. It's another GCI. GCI is a popular coaster for these themed areas people are making.
Yeah, very much.
This is
so.
a mini one though.
Yeah, it's quite a low to the ground short GCI, but again, it is very realistically done, well made.
There's attention to detail here in terms of they've
All of the details.
thought about how theme parks actually
I've
operate
got some
in terms of
backstage areas.
show buildings
Yeah.
and backstage areas.
Yeah.
Off we go.
Oh, right into a
So it's
into a
little
building.
Indoor section here. It's a nice interaction with the wooden coaster.
I like that. Yeah.
Hopefully
yeah,
it
it goes
comes
right
fast
along
as
the
you go.
track there.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool interaction.
And this is where it gets
Whoa.
really impressive.
Whoa!
Whoa, okay.
Blue.
Oh wow.
It's leaking.
It's leaking.
The lighting in there's good.
We're in a
Yeah.
mine.
The green. Ah. That's good. It's really good.
Is it night time now?
Yeah, it's not. So
No.
they did like
How did they do that?
So there's like a sequencer thing that you can do in the game, like a triggerable event. Yeah, so this is where the
Little
Logger's
hut.
Leap references come in. If you know what
Mm.
Logger's
Oh
Leap
yes.
is now
yeah,
used
yeah,
for.
yeah. You had to
Here we
go.
go.
Have to go
Oh my
back and read some
God.
of these signs.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh,
Whoa.
Aggressive.
Okay,
Nice big drop.
Super
There we
smart.
go. So this is I can't remember what the name of this is because it's in Gaelic, but the translation does mean something, but I can't remember exactly what it means.
It's definitely shaped well.
Yeah.
It's got the the little panels under the track.
Yeah. It's very GCI.
Yeah.
Nice tunnel section. Pop of airtime. Pretty smooth as well as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Arms down.
Arms down, yeah.
Maintenance. Alright, let's move on to the next one.
Yes. So this one I have written down as Discovery Isles.
There you go.
okay.
So this is a really nice woodland feel to it. Really, a lot of trees, a lot of quite simple rides.
Yeah. Like it looks like England, you know. It looks like it could be the
It
UK.
looks charming, I think is
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot more open than a lot of the parks we've seen so far. In terms of
It's
Yeah.
more minimalist,
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah, there's a lot kind of it's more expansive and there's more space.
Yeah, definitely. So there are 2 roller coasters in this park, I believe.
Oh yeah, look, there you go. Crypt.
I
So
think
here's the
once we
invert.
ride Crypt, you'll see the inspiration.
Oh,
there is
right.
I
definite
can already see
inspiration.
the. I can already see the
Yeah.
inspiration there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a unique ride from in-game perspective because of
Yeah.
the things that it does and like the extents that it takes the game to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go
Well,
on.
I'm not a huge fan of how the launches are all right next to each other.
I was just about to say
think-
that.
For a story-driven ride, having
Yeah.
having
Oh,
all 3
gotcha.
launches in one place, it sort of breaks the immersion a little bit.
Yeah, the area we gave them was quite small, so
That is
in order
fair.
to fit, you know, you've got 2 coasters here and a lake and everything else that they have.
I like the lake aspect.
Oh, a nice little
Yeah.
fountain, and the boat
It's
is a
like a
nice touch.
Centerpiece kind of to look at.
Yeah.
There we go. New gen style drop. There's no pre-drop
Mm.
there.
Yeah, it's
That's
quite
good.
a shallow drop as well.
Mm.
They are though, aren't they? So
Oh, good 0G.
Yeah, it's quite a realistic 0G because that's all customly done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the in-game 0G
The in-game ones
is
are really
not,
weird.
Not
It's really
good at all.
high.
Nice, nice. I like that.
Really nice flowing corkscrew there.
transfer.
Yeah, that feels like it could be a real invert.
Real. Yeah.
Definitely. Launched 13. Here we go.
What 13 should have been.
Ugh. Yeah, they wanted to spend 25 million on it.
The launched family coaster.
Hmm.
To be fair, this is
Oh,
a
it's
really
nice.
good ride, so
Here we go.
It's
Uh-oh.
nicely, yeah.
Into the
it's
crypt.
Where are we
nicely-
going?
oh, here we
Nice
go,
to
guys. The
profiled.
ride's done.
Into the crypt. How do you do this?
Ooh,
Oh,
Complete
oh.
it's gone dark.
Oh,
Well, you know what's happening, don't you?
And
Hey.
Oh,
Again,
wow.
it's the Trickleville event, and then you come out and it goes back to daytime there.
Okay, yeah.
Really nicely done. Just like, because you can't do proper drop tracks or switch tracks in Planet Coaster, so just to have the complete blackout is a really nice touch.
Mm.
And it's the station.
That's well done.
Right, 2 left.
It is. Should we look at it in the light first, or is this?
Yeah, you can look at it in the light.
You got like this Sky Flyer as kind of like a focal point
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
begin with.
It's good to have those rides because you can have really good interactions with the paths.
Yes.
So this one is... Right, I'll try my best with this one because I'm not very good at German. Das Wöhlereindorf?
We're going
Okay.
German inspired.
Yeah, so kind of German inspired. This does kind of feel like what you'd find at maybe like Holiday Park or Trips Drill or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
They've really thought about facilities of this one as well, so there's quite a few
Okay,
eating
yeah.
areas.
I feel like there shouldn't be a massive fence here. Can't really see it.
Yeah, there needs
I was
to be
gonna
more,
say that,
more of
yeah.
a show with this one.
Can we look at that backstage down there?
Where?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's
I like that.
cool.
Quite a realistic backstage. It's kind of just
A mess.
I'm really impressed that people have added backstage because I
Mm.
literally wouldn't have added it if I made
No.
this.
yeah.
Mm. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, nice
It's a
drop.
really steep drop.
It is.
Nice tunnel there.
I
Huh.
have to say, I like the way they've done the trees here.
Mm.
Yeah, they're all.
Because they've not just used like a few trees, they've used like a lot of different trees.
Yeah, and there are a lot of different colours in there. Like you
Yeah.
got greens and reds and yellows.
This is a
Whoa.
very small. Is that a banana roll?
Yeah,
It is a banana
really
roll. It
tight
is a
one.
very
A
small-
tiny banana roll. That's good. I like that.
This is brave to make a steel coaster this compact.
It's
tiny
really
coaster.
compact. Yeah, I like how it changes the track type there,
Yeah,
Yep.
and it has lots of supports as well for that track type. It's realistic.
It's good.
quite a short ride.
That's
but,
really
like,
good, yeah.
Again, it's kind of
Well, it is,
typical of
yeah.
the type.
The last one.
Le Barrio.
Le Barrio.
It's the last one.
So this one translates to the neighborhood, I believe, in Spanish.
Ooh, I quite
The
like that.
neighbourhood.
Oh, hello.
So this is a very
Oh.
Spanish
What's going on here?
inspired,
Jeez.
Oh my god.
really well lit.
Wow, look at this.
It's really, really well done.
It's mad.
There is a wooden wild mouse here. I
that.
genuinely
Wild
had
mouse.
to check that this wasn't DLC, and it isn't. So
Is it not DLC?
it's an update
Wow.
coaster.
Oh my god.
It came
That
with an
is
update,
sick.
so
Yeah.
Feels a bit more open than quite a few of them with this nice plaza.
yeah.
But it's still got loads of detail.
Yeah.
And it's got good facilities. Like we asked for the facilities with this one, so having
Nice
the food
cocktail,
stalls.
yeah, please.
Wait,
It's not,
it
it's a
in
sit
the-
down.
oh, it's a sit down. Okay.
It is insane that all of this is
What
packed
is
into the
this?
space.
Yeah.
Like this feels way bigger than every
It
other
does.
park.
You get kicked out the park for. Crossing the
Tomatina, this one's
fences.
called.
Wow.
Very
Quite a
shallow drop.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you do see some.
They don't really have that steep drops.
Yeah.
So, to be fair.
Straight to a cobra roll. And then a loop.
Really nice foliage around this area.
Well, that's quite a quirky way to end the ride.
Yeah, it
Feels,
carries quite a
um,
bit of speed into the break run. I don't think I've ever used the wooden wild mouse in this game, so
No.
No. Well, you'd never see a wooden wild mouse used for something like this at a real park.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
I think this one really helps that it's a night as well, like just because the atmospherics.
Hmm.
Mm.
Nice indoor drop here.
Huh.
Hey.
Oh my
Quite a bit of
god,
speed.
what is
Whoa.
this?
Oh wow!
Whoa. There's so
What?
Loads going on in
It
there.
feels like,
Oh, a bit of wall clipping.
Do you know
there.
Wario's
Yeah.
gold mine off
Yeah,
off Mario
it does,
Kart?
doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
feels a lot like that.
Holy moly.
This is mad.
There's a block for you.
There we go.
Oh, the
Oh,
camera
wow.
angle on this is
Oh!
whack.
Yeah, it's quite you can see the Spanish influences with this, especially with
Yeah.
the roofs and the types of foliage they have around.
Ooh.
Wow, there we go.
Trumpets.
Oh, I like those.
Ah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
good because we did tell people.
Ooh.
Oh wow, there we go.
Huh.
We did tell people
that's
not
so
to
cool.
use custom music files in these parks. So using the
Yeah.
in-game music files was a really good idea.
Hmm.
This log flume is really high as well. Like
Yeah, it is.
all of these scenes are right at the top of the area.
This is going to be a big drop.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
lord.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Hold on, everyone.
Smile for
Please
the
do
photo.
not stand
That
up.
was
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't even the
Oh,
main
it's-
drop. Hang on.
On the big drop. I can't remember how it goes now. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, funny clearance there.
Yeah, that was funny clearance.
Wow, what is this?
Another little dark
Oh,
ride
this is the
section.
It's the big fiery finish.
I like the use of
It's got a
quite a few people
detonator.
have used the doors in their project.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice little reveal just to get it back to the
Whoa.
height. There we go.
I almost want to say it's too long.
It's really
Yeah.
long.
It's really long, like-
After many discussions, countless hours of bickering,
Hours.
we've come up with our list of the top 8. And just to say, loads of the submissions were fantastic, and it was a very difficult job for you, Cal, wasn't it, to
Yeah.
get even just 8?
Yeah, I mean, there were so
Um,
many amazing submissions, and whittling it down was a really big task. So thank you all for submitting, and thank you all for joining in this little fun task. If you didn't get to this point, if you're not in the video, your park was most likely still really impressive. A lot of the stuff that we got
Yeah.
was really, really high quality.
All right then, over to you, Cal, for number 8.
So at number 8, we have put Discovery Isles by Digital Dan and Ollie SM. This is a really nice park. Some of the positives that we've said about it was that it feels very open. So there's a lot of space for good sightlines, so you can really see what's going on. Something that we did say could use a bit of work in this area is that the main focal points aren't very cohesive together. So it's not really one true area because you have such a difference in themes with the two coasters. But saying that, with the crypt, it goes beyond game mechanics. You've included a drop track in there, which is insane to me that you can do that in Planet Coaster. So well done, guys.
In at number 7 is Grizzly Gulch. Cal, who was this by?
So this one was by Mason. He's a new member of the Discord server.
This one we were really impressed with initially when we came in, and it's just the rock work is amazing. Like the placement of all the rocks, the amount of rocks that you've used, incredible. We think it could have used a few more facilities like the toilets and everything, and maybe some more paths and things like that. So like just functional bits for a theme park to run. The rides that you used are really realistic. The layouts are good. And the profiling is great. So we loved the rides that you used.
Number 6 is called The Lost Village, which the title's actually in German, but I'm not going to try and pronounce it. This one felt very humble, very realistic. Just a really small, sort of nice, neat area, I think.
Who's it by, Cal?
So this one was,
Yeah, who was this one by?
Jamie Rogers, who is again in the Discord.
Okay, yeah.
This is a really,
Yeah.
really well done.
Yeah, the one criticism we had was it feels like some of the sightlines weren't really taken into account, because there's a few places like around the top spin you can't really see it from the paths. It's just sort of hidden behind fences. And the wooden coaster, the park, you've set it to nighttime, so you wanted it to be seen at night, but there's no lighting on the wooden coaster. I feel like you could have had some big area lights or some big floodlights just lighting up the lift hill and the drop. But the actual rides and the facilities and all that are really, really good. I really liked the compact little Eurofighter. That was really, really nice.
At number 5, we have Salva Obscura, which means what, Cal?
Dark
Sorry?
Jungle.
Dark Jungle. There you go. And this park just instantly has good vibes. It's you jump in and you're like, I like this. Feels good. Feels nice little area. One thing that we would have liked to have seen improvements on is the profiling of the coaster. Some aspects, like the incredibly steep drop, and some of the hills just aren't really what you'd find on a kind of B&M hyper of this design. Even with the ride, we loved how there was transfer tracks and such. The area as a whole, though, is very colourful, very cohesive, and it all just fits together perfectly. Who's this by, Cal?
So this is actually by Marine29M, who is also in the Discord server.
So coming in at number 4 is Positano, which is Italy. This one, we absolutely loved the theme. It's quite unique, and it had a great story with it at the same time. Cal, who's this one by?
This one is by Niklas, who is It's Kurumi in the Discord server.
Yes.
Another very talented builder.
The only thing we thought is the flying coaster had kind of a weird, unrealistic ending, but other than that, we absolutely loved it. It had amazing buildings that have been built, literally tons of them as well. So we loved all of that, and it was really great.
Coming in at number 3, we have Den Hamlet, which is made by Tyler, Jay, and Tom. We really enjoyed this one. This one has a lot of detail. It's like, I know that this took you guys quite a while. We gave you guys a week for this project, and I'm pretty sure you used pretty much all of your time. The one thing that we would say about this project is there is honestly a little bit too much going on. So you're looking at some of the sightlines, and it's all kind of quite cluttered and quite in your face, which might be the thing that you're going for. But we would say that it's a very unique theme, it's a coherent theme, and yeah, we enjoyed this one quite a lot.
This was really hard putting this one in number 2. This was The Neighborhood, which is, it's in Spanish, but I'm not going to try and pronounce
Le
it.
Barrio.
Who is this one by,
This one
Cal?
is by Evan Coasters, who is in our Discord
Oh,
again.
wow. Okay.
Again, a very talented builder, Planko. So
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Just it's pretty incredible. The lighting is fantastic. Like for most parks, we turned it to day to have a look around it first, but for this one, we just kept it in night.
it was just way too impressive.
Because everything was so well lit up, yeah, and it looks so pretty. Yeah, the one problem we had was some of the ride designs were not quite there. The wooden wild mouse was a bit messy, and the log flume, I think, just went on for a bit too long. Like, that's a long log flume. Other than that, just considering the small space, the area feels huge. There's so much to it. The buildings look great. You know, there's whole areas to this that I feel like we still haven't explored properly because it's huge. So yeah, amazing. Number 2.
So finally, the big one, number 1, goes to Shutterford Moor. This one, we started off with this one, and it's just insane. Walking in or opening the map file to see this with the lighting, with all the buildings, with all the paths, all the trees, all the rides, literally just incredible. It's so unique and so pretty, insane. The one criticism we spent a while coming up with was the fact that some of the space could have been utilized for other kind of realistic items, such as backstage areas and transfer tracks and a bit of stuff like that, storage warehouses. But that's again a very, very critical view. One thing we did love though was this Woody is amazing. The custom supporting, with the lateral braces, insane. The layout design, fantastic. It feels like a GCI, it rides like a GCI. And a few of the other rides are, again, all just insane. I mean, this is the pinnacle of Planet Coaster, I think, honestly. Yeah. It doesn't really get much better than this. But it doesn't really get much better than all of the maps we've seen today, all 8 of them. Really solid examples of how to use Planet Coaster well. And it's not easy to use Planet Coaster. Definitely isn't.
I feel like I want to use it now, but I know that I'm never going to be able to make any of this stuff.
With practice, practice comes the ability to do stuff like this.
This just shows you what you can do, I guess.
You just put the effort in, put the hours in.
Who made this
Who did it?
So this one was made by Leo Kurtz, who is at Coastertastic on Instagram. So go and check him out because he's clearly very talented.
There you go, that's it. That is the competition. Thank you for everyone who spent time creating these maps for us to view. We loved looking at them. It's just really cool to see actual good things on Planet Coaster when all I look at is my crap creation. And judged off the success of this contest, we're definitely going to hold more. Maybe on Planet Coaster, maybe on other platforms.
Yeah,
who knows?
A lot of people have been asking for some on other platforms, so we'll see what we can do. It's been a lot of fun to host. So
thank you to Cal for going through all of these maps in advance. Finding out the quirks, finding out what was good, and running the whole show.
yeah,
basically.
My pleasure. So it's been fun.